Hey YouTube, 3D Printed Life here with just a quick video on BuildTak, why I love it, and how to resurface it. Now first of all, I'm not sponsored by BuildTak in any way. This is just my experiences from using it and why I like it so much. I figured I would spread the word a bit. So BuildTak is a relatively cheap but super easy to apply build surface for your 3D printer. It's only about 10 bucks for a single sheet, and then I believe you have to pay shipping on top of that, but shipping is cheap. So regardless, just around 12 or 13 bucks for a surface for your build platform, which is much cheaper than, say, using a PEI build platform, because with those you have to order it from Amazon, cut it yourself, get your own adhesive, stick it on, and then hope everything goes smoothly, and when all is said and done, it costs about 25 to 30 bucks. Now BuildTak, as you may know, will wear over time, but that's okay because there's ways to combat that. Now, first of all, every 5 or so prints, I like to just wipe it down with some 70% isopropyl alcohol. Never go higher than 70. BuildTak doesn't specify why, but my guess is that it melts the plastic and will just interfere with the sticking process. So you just get some 70% isopropyl alcohol on a pad and you just wipe down the entire surface. Wipe it down nice and good, make sure you use a clean cloth, and then you wait for it to dry. Easy enough. But over time, eventually this will stop working. Eventually prints just won't stick as well as they used to. And as you may have noticed, my bed looks a little funky. It's kind of a whitish black now. It's not exactly the deep black that it used to be. And that's because of my resurfacing technique. So I took some sandpaper, just a little piece. I believe this is 220 grit or 320. Anyway, you want fine or very fine sandpaper, somewhere around the 200 to 400 range. Don't go too high and don't go too low. If you go too high, it won't do enough. If you go too low, it will just look really, really bad and will cause more issues. I apologize for the shakiness of the camera. But anyway, you just want to use the sandpaper and just go in vertical lines across the entire thing. And make sure you keep all the lines going the same way. And basically you keep doing this until you see that the entire section is nice and scratched up and white, like you see right there. So that's pretty good. Now after this, very important that you wipe it down extremely well with the isopropyl alcohol, because you want to get all of the little gunk that you sanded up off. Otherwise it is not going to stick well. I recommend wiping it down once with a single paper towel with the isopropyl alcohol, and then once you wipe it all down, get a brand new one and get some more isopropyl alcohol and do it all again, because you want to make sure it is as clean as possible. Otherwise the parts will not stick to it as well as they should be. So at this point I've only resurfaced the entire build platform once, but after I did, parts stuck like new again. In fact, they might even have stuck better than if it was new. I don't remember exactly how well they used to stick, but they are sticking like crazy good now. So overall, I highly recommend BuildTak, and I would highly recommend that you invest in some sandpaper and isopropyl alcohol in order to maintain it. But if you do, I mean, I'm sure that this sheet could last for hundreds of builds, hundreds of hours of builds, just slightly sanding down the surface after every probably few dozen prints, giving it a nice wipe down with the isopropyl alcohol, and it'll be sticky as new again. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something today. If you have any questions or comments about BuildTak or about my channel in general, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll catch you all later.